Hey, good morning, guys. Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. It is Sunday morning, about 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I am going to do an update here on ORAI, ORAI, Oraichain token. We did a video update on ORAI yesterday, and we're talking about this potential structure turning into an impulsive structure, um, basically turning into a trend reversal and beginning our potential three-wave upwards. Zooming out here just real quick, that would be that this whole account is an impulsive structure up, and this would be a WXY retracing to the 618 fib level, and then potentially now a new trend and an impulsive trend upwards to start what could be the beginning of our three wave, or potentially our C wave up for our ABC. So again, not going to get into the details of that. If you want to see that video in more detail, that's my last video. Go check that one out. We're just going to be looking at the micro here, as we had talked about yesterday. So again, this bottom here off of this low is, pretty sloppy and choppy. I mean, it's not a clear impulsive structure up, but this is a low liquid altcoin. So that kind of price action and behavior doesn't necessarily surprise me, and isn't, really anything bad, I guess. So far, what we have done is we have held, a potential impulsive one wave here. We've held a two-wave retrace down to almost to 786. It wicked below 618, got eaten up pretty quick, and then have since then formed what looks to be a potential impulsive structure up. So if we throw our fibs on here, our typical, if this still could be just an ABC. So it still could just be a three-wave structure, A, B, and then a extended C wave here. Usually C waves retrace, A equals C, which is this 1.0 extension level from a Fibonacci standpoint. In crypto, a lot of times we get extensions, which can take us to 1236, and sometimes they can even take us to 1618 as a crazy deep extended C wave. But so that's just something we have to keep in mind, which is why really until this thing completes this entire impulsive wave, we can't say the bottom's in until we get this a full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then an ABC holding, and then retracing, and then breaking back above the top of this fifth wave here. That's really the only time we can actually say for sure, or with more confidence at least, that the bottom is potentially in. But if you are looking for potential signs that we have bottomed, this right now is what you would want to see, which is this 1, 2, and then right now we are working on our subwave structure of our three waves. So this entire wave structure here is a 5-wave impulse, a potential 5-wave impulse of a 3-wave. So as of right now, this thing has retraced almost 38.382% of the 2-wave move, which is what you typically would want to see for a 4-wave structure. But as we mentioned yesterday, this 2-wave was pretty shallow. It wicked into 382, didn't even touch the 50% retracement. So I would call that a shallow 2, which means that it wouldn't be out of the ordinary to get a deeper 4-wave. So if you have a shallow 2, a lot of times in Elliott wave, you'll have a deeper 4, which could take us down to, 335 or so, 330 or so, which would be a 50% retracement, before continuing its fifth wave or moving into its fifth wave structure up, to about 447 or so. So really, again, what we need to do is I'd really like to hold this area here for a 4-wave. we get a sustained break below the 50% and start trading and closing below this area, then I would have to just assume that this entire structure is an ABC, and then we will work on our final fifth wave, impulsive move down, or I shouldn't say fifth wave. I'd have to see what it's going to end up being from an Elliott wave standpoint, but I would assume that we would basically be on our last leg down if this turns into an ABC. So we'll see what happens, but that's what we need to see in order to have a bullish